Here we are, guys, episode 15. I was just mentioning we rounded this off nice and even number, episode 15 of the Mountain America Event Center series on Construction Business TV Idaho. As always, I'm Tyson. I'm your local video journalist for CBTV Idaho. We're joined today for the final time with Rob Spear, Executive Director of the Auditorium District, and Eric Hudson, the General Manager of the Mountain America Center. And we're hopefully gonna catch up with Malone Bullock. He's been a huge part in this, and we definitely don't want to do this final episode with getting him in front of the camera a little bit as well. How are we feeling today?
I think we're all running ragged, to be honest with you, Tyson. I know Malone's working hard, Eric's working hard with his team, and as you can see behind me is this large sign of the Hero Arena sign that's going to go up on the north side. That's the last sign that's going to be installed on this building, so the exterior is going to be done. A bunch of work happening around here right now, as you can see, and here we are almost 4:30 on a Monday, and believe it or not, we're opening this facility, the first event in how many days, Eric?
9.
9 days.
9 days.
So you'll see the viewers when we get inside. These subcontractors have been relentless the last month, but you'll see a lot of progress. So anxious to get inside, and big thing happened this weekend was the ice, the making of the ice.
I'm especially excited to get in for that. And I know that, so it's next Monday, a week from now, we're doing the grand opening, right?
Correct.
Grand opening is happening, yes.
I was half expecting not even, like with this final week, I can only imagine how fast you guys are running right now to get it all wrapped up. I was half expecting not even to be being able to do this final episode with you guys. So I appreciate you taking this time out of your busy schedule to make it happen.
Well, it'll be interesting too. We'll get Malone at the end of this, and kudos to Bateman-Hall, because if you remember, Tyson, we talked about how important sequencing is and getting all the subcontractors in. Well, the sequencing went from weeks to days to hours, and just getting everybody in to finish this thing and coordinate this to the end of the road. So let's get inside and take a look at what's happened. Well, here we are up at the mezzanine level, have a beautiful view of the brand new ice, Eric, that just got put down here. But The other thing that just struck both of us as we overlooked this wonderful arena is you can see all the seats now are being uncovered. All the tarps are coming off. And as we've said from day one, not a bad seat in the house. But let's talk about that ice system. I think we got a good view right now of what's actually happening out there. So tell the viewers this whole process. Very interesting.
So we start with chilling the floor. Obviously, the floor has a brine solution that runs through the concrete. It goes to our mechanical room. It gets chilled down to about 12 degrees Fahrenheit, then goes through the tubing that is interlaced with the concrete floor that Tyson so candidly captured one of the last Construction Business TVs. That chills the concrete, and about 4 layers of clear water will go down. And then we'll add 4 layers of just white paint water-based white paint onto the ice.
So as I was observing the first layers going on the other day, it's like just a mist that goes down. And so really, before you put the ice on, how much ice would you say is on there? 1/4 of an inch?
I would even say less than that. It's probably 1/8 of an inch of just clear water. And then what you're seeing now is obviously we're getting close to the finished product now, where it's the lines, it's the logos, and the competition floor. We have a secret here that we won't share with the viewers, but we have a secret in our facility. That's why our ice looks like the best in the country. So you can come out to a game and enjoy it now.
So anyway, I interrupted you rudely, but talk about they paint that. It's painted on there, and there's 4 coats of paint mixed with water.
Yep.
And then they get it ready to put the logos down.
Yep. So 4 coats of white paint, water-based powder. It's about 100 gallons per load. So it's just put on by a fine mist, and we do several coats of that, and then the logos are actually a textile print material, and they absorb the water, and they freeze directly to the ice, and then we cover them. You can see them out there with a light flood they're doing right now with a nozzle, and that will be going well into the night tonight. About midnight tonight they'll get out of here. They'll start again at 6 a.m. go to midnight tomorrow night, and then it should be ready to skate on Wednesday.
Who gets the first skate?
That would be me. I gotta go test it to make sure it's safe for everybody.
Well, I agree, but kind of a great view out here. I mean, it really recognizes our naming partners. Certainly Mountain America Credit Union is on this ice. Blue Cross of Idaho has a conference room. Hero Arena, because we are looking at Hero Arena. Yes. Silver Star Sky Deck that we're up in. And then, of course, Toyota, and we have the Teton Auto Group Plaza outside there. So a lot of our naming right partners are on this ice, and as you look at it, what a wonderful, beautiful sheet of ice. It's hopefully really going to promote their brands.
Yeah, world-class ice for a world-class facility.
All right. So Eric, here we are. We got a nice little view here of the mezzanine level. You can start to see the shape of this facility. This is actually the Mountain View Hospital, Idaho Community Hospital loge area. You can see the nice bar top. We'll have bar stool seating behind this. But the most important thing we want to point out to the viewers here is you can see behind me and behind us is this black curtain. Yes. And you can also look across there. You can see these black curtains start to be held. So tell us the importance of these blackout curtains.
Well, I mean, the architectural design of this facility allows for a lot of cool features, and having this much glass in it, which is fantastic for providing natural light. During an event, we want to make sure that we cover the access to the event floor from the windows, because obviously we want it to be as dark as possible in here for a concert. The other thing though is that in getting late in the year, at this time of day we'd be preparing for a hockey game, and you can see the beautiful sunlight coming in. Well, sunlight doesn't really do great stuff for ice, so these curtains are imperative to the quality of ice that we provide, and I'm glad they're being installed today, because obviously we're getting done with our sheet of ice and we want it to stay pristine.
The other thing I think the viewers can probably see behind me here is you see one of the TVs on the wall here. We're going to have a number of these throughout the facility. And it's that IPTV concept called Internet Protocol TV. And it is going to allow this center to really produce state-of-the-art advertisements.
There won't be a static sign in this building. I mean, that's one of the things that, state-of-the-art building, you don't want to have any static signage, because it kind of clutters it up and makes it junky. And this fits, like you touched on, I love the way you put it. It allows our community partners to really be recognized in the facility, because this is really a community-driven building.
It is, and it'll allow a lot of different people to advertise in the center, because it's really unlimited and the advertisement isn't all that expensive. Yep. So let's take a look at a finished product inside a suite. Eric, here we are. We've seen the final finishings of the suite area, and you can see here this is a 23-person suite. It has the bar stool seating. It has great seating right here, and if you look out on the ice, it's right on center ice. The cool thing, the different amenities in the suites: have a nice TV, be able to order food from in here using a QR code. If you don't like watching what you see out there, you can watch something on the TV, and then we'll have a nice refrigerator in here with the sink. How would you rate these suites compared to some of the other facilities you've been involved with?
These are top notch. The suite is an all-encompassing experience. From the minute you get in here, we'll have your food hot and ready for your guests to eat. From the view of any event, really, not just hockey, but concerts. A lot of suites are used for corporate outings, and some people don't really enjoy hockey, so they can stand up here and converse, or put on a football game, or watch some good sports on the TV. It's just a great atmosphere to be in. These suites are plenty big, and it's, like I said, it's world class, and it matches the persona of this facility.
Yeah. So I think what we need to do now, maybe we can get down that first level concourse and start to see the shape of those uniquely branded concession stands.
Yes.
Because that quality food and beverage experience is one of the things we're going to take pride in. So let's go down first level. Okay, here we are in front of one of the first branded concession stands, and this is called Crafty Pete's Pie Shack,
yes, sir.
I think. So
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about what is going to happen here.
Homemade pizzas, ready in 3 minutes. Crafty Pete's Pie Shack will have a variety of different pizzas, as well craft sodas, and if you like a libation or two, craft beer at this stand.
Yeah, so this has come quite a ways since the last time we did an episode here, but hopefully the viewers can start to see how these concession stands are going to be. And if you look down the hallway, you can start to see the other one, Topo Tato, I believe, is down there. And so we'll give you a little snapshot of that as we work our way around this concourse here.
What's your most anticipated food dish for your first event
Yeah,
here?
you know, I'm a burger guy,
Yeah.
and I just can't wait to get my teeth into a burger from Eagle Rock Burgers
Oh,
and
it's
Brew.
going to be great.
So yeah, looking forward to that one. Hey, we're in a locker room. Doesn't it feel good to be in a locker
feels
room?
great.
It certainly feels good to be in this locker room because it's a quality locker room. Eric, you've been involved with the Spud Kings hockey team, and tell us what this means for recruiting kids and getting them here.
You know, we want to put a world-class product on the ice, and part of that is treating players with world-class amenities. And every single person, I think there's been hundreds of people that have seen this space, have just had a jaw-dropping reaction, and I do too every time I walk in here, and I feel that this amenity alone puts us ahead of 95% of other teams when it comes to amenities, but then you complement it with, Hero Arena or pretty well set.
And it just doesn't stop here. Let's take a look at what else they have here.
Yeah, come on in.
So as you might expect, you have a quality medical room. You can see the medical room sign right here, which is going to be critical to making sure the health of the players is fine. And then kind of my favorite spot here, I mean, I just grew up too late, because just to have this amenity. Here's a nice lounge area for the players. That's an 85-inch television right there that they're going to be able to probably play video games, I would imagine.
Homework, Rob. Homework. Student athletes. We're teaching these kids to be student athletes, and we're hoping they can do PowerPoint presentations on there every day about the
That would
studies.
be good. That's a
Video
great
games
idea.
as well.
So yeah, laundry facility, medical room, equipment room, I mean, it has whatever they need, and so I agree with you. I think it's just a matter of time before the Spud Kings franchise is winning championships.
I would agree.
Tyson, we got lucky today with Construction Business TV. We have the new Director of Operations here at the Mountain America Center, Brennan Mahalik. Brennan, I know it's been a busy weekend for you, but tell us a little bit about what your role is going to be for this facility and specifically what you've been doing here the last weekend.
So we started installing the first ever sheet of ice here at Hero Arena at the Mountain America Center. We're really excited. It's looking fantastic. Once the lights are on, that ice it's so bright, so white, and then the logos that we've put down from our partners, they really just pop. So can't wait to get people in and look at that. What I'll be doing here is overseeing the ice maintenance, conversions for all of the events that we have coming in, Hero Arena and the Blue Cross of Idaho Conference Center. And also overseeing the housekeeping team that's going to have it looking as good on day 1000 as it does on day 1 next Monday when we allow people in for tours.
That's excellent. So a lot of our viewers are asking, we finally, I think, educated them that you don't take the ice up, you just cover the ice. But for an in-state concert, they're going to look and see all these dasher boards. You don't take all the dasher boards out, do you, for a concert?
Not all of them. We'll take them out of one end so that we can build a stage over them and allow more fans in. And then we'll take a few of the inserts out that'll give us ramps and stairs to get people down on the floor so they can get as close to the stage as they want to be.
Yeah, and the glass will come out.
The glass will come out, yes.
Well, excellent, Brennan. Keep up the great work, and we look
Thank you.
forward to a Director of Operations. Maybe we shouldn't interview again, because if we don't interview, then nothing's going wrong, right?
That's right.
All right.
All right, guys, as promised, we were able to dig deep and pull out the man, the myth, Malone Bullock out of it. I'm sure that you're up to your neck in stuff this week, just scrambling to get this thing finished.
I am. There's a lot of little fine pieces and fine little things that have to get done, but we're making headway and making sure that everything's going to come together next week for everybody.
And you've got until next Monday to get it done. How do you,
Well, we got a long way to go, but we'll still be wrapping some minor stuff up still, but we got a great crew out here. Everybody's putting long hours in. They're trying to make sure everything happens and comes together. So it's been a lot of work's happened over the past few weeks, and even today's been a lot of progress. So we're there.
and we've got, so next Monday is going to be the opening, the grand opening, the ribbon cutting, big party out here, a bunch of tours through the facility. Everybody, the whole public's invited to it. And then it's just, 2 or 3 days later, you're going to have your first event. Is that right?
To my understanding, that's when the first event is.
2 days later,
2 days later.
11:30. Big and rich.
Big and rich. So for all the country fans, this is where it's going to be. And we've got a ton of other events already announced between country, a lot of comedy shows. I hear we got a couple of big rock bands in the works that you will not tell me about.
You know, you're going to try to pry that out of me, Tyson, but I'm sworn to secrecy.
That's fair enough. But nobody's more excited about that than I am. How are you feeling? We're looking back and we're seeing the sun is coming down, the building is lighting up. I know that just from an outsider's perspective looking in, that's an emotional sight for me to see. I can only imagine what's going through your head.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep those lights off as long as possible, so now we got a lot more spectators coming through, but it's a great sight to see it come up because we're at the point where we're turning it over.
What are your thoughts?
Well, excited, you know. It's been a long haul, and we've been very fortunate to have Bateman-Hall at the helm of this to make sure that we've navigated through tough times. It's not an easy time to build in this environment, and they've done a wonderful job. And, you know, grateful, I think, is how I'd sum it up. Grateful that I had the opportunity to come here and be able to deliver this project to the community, and grateful that it's going to serve the entertainment needs for a long time in Idaho Falls, in eastern Idaho.
That's a great word to leave off on as we're entering into the Thanksgiving season, is grateful. And I was telling Rob just earlier today that this was the first thing that I ever voted on a community, on a city level, is to get that bed tax passed. What are we saying, like 12 years ago or 11 years ago is when we had that done. And now to see what it's ultimately led to, and what ingenuity, what innovation, what craftsmanship can do, and how it's going to bless this community for years, decades to come.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, Tyson, this has really helped you in your career, but I think it'd be awesome if you could put together a snapshot of all those 15 episodes to, you know, how this thing came together, and so somebody could just go online and just see the process and just see how it evolved and how we worked through all 4 seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now we're in our 5th season, right? 6th season, I don't know, but it's, again.
It's Idaho. You never know what season it is.
Yeah.
And if you don't like the season, you just wait an hour and it'll switch off. But I was thinking about that earlier today, that it would be cool to do a little mashup. I'm going to try to see if I can get that put together. Until then, if you want to see our process month to month for the past 14 episodes, this is episode 15. We've got that playlist on the Construction Business TV YouTube channel, the Idaho Falls Auditorium series. You can follow everything that we've done up to this point, and make sure that you like this video if you found this information valuable. Subscribe to Construction Business TV on YouTube. Follow that playlist. Keep up to date with, I put out a video every week, not just on the Mountain America Center, but on several construction projects that go on in the Idaho Falls area. Thank you guys again so much for your time. I appreciate your support. Make sure that you mark your calendar for next Monday is going to be the grand opening of the Mountain America Center. The whole public's involved, or the whole public's invited to that. It's 11 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken, that we're going to be out here, and we're going to have food. Vendors are going to be here, free tours through the facility, showing off all the bells and whistles that you're going to find as you start to attend events and shows here. Thank you guys again for your time. You drive safe.